What is going on, guys? Will here. Welcome to the video. Today is going to be a Q&A with my mom, so we're just going to hop right into it with question number one. Who is the favorite son, Will or Ollie? Just finally tell them, okay? Mom, tell them. What is going on, guys? Will here. Welcome to the video. Today is going to be a Q&A, but I don't feel like doing the Q&A alone. So just like with many things in life, it's always a good idea every now and then to bring someone else into the mix. You know, it makes things fun, more exciting, just spices things up a bit. So with that said, I'm going to be doing a Q&A with my mom. Are you ready to do a Q&A?
I am ready.
Sweet. Okay, so you guys know when we do Q&As on this channel, we like to do opposites. We did wet and dry, we have done hot and cold, but today we are doing sweet and sour. Is sweet and sour, are they opposites or are they just different flavor profiles?
I think they're opposite, like sweet and sour.
Ouch,
okay.
In front of us right here, we have three different sour candies. We have Sour Patch Kids, we have Sour Skittles, and then we have the main event here. This is called Toxic Waste. Got this on Amazon. They gave me a lot of candy here. But this is apparently the sourest candy in the entire world. So we're gonna be going from first base to second base to third base, just like in real life. But I mean, if you wanna go right to third base, by all means, go ahead and do it. Just be careful, okay? So we're gonna answer a few questions first, and 90% of the questions are for you.
Oh.
But they're for you about me.
Okay, well, I'm an expert on that.
First question from Marcus Malone. Without YouTube, what would you have wanted Will to do?
I would have to say you always probably want to have your own business and you love to cook, and I would say a restaurant, which would have meant that I would have had to been a hostess, I guess.
Yeah. Eddie A? Eddie A? Eddie? Eddie?
Eddie H.
Eddie H. Oh. Eddie H, 96. Sorry, Eddie. Any fitness advice your mom has given you? I would say absolutely. I would say just to enjoy it. Don't necessarily do like what you think you have to do, just do what you want to do. Like, enjoy the process. When I first started, I thought I had to do like 2 workouts a day, only eat specific foods. I had to go to the gym like all the time, cardio, but it doesn't have to be like that. Do what you love to do, and just sustainability, it just trumps everything, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, let's get into this candy. Sour Patch Kids. I would say this is probably the tastiest way to dissolve the inside of your mouth. Do you like Sour Patch Kids?
You know, I haven't had it for a long time, but
yeah, it has been a minute.
I like them.
You'd always take away the candy from us at Halloween.
I did.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Oh, a red one.
Red? What flavor is the red?
I don't know if they have flavors.
You find that sour?
Mm-hmm.
Do you suck or chew?
Chew. I do not have the patience for the other thing.
Yeah, sucking only gets you so far. Very common question here. Would you support Will going on steroids?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That would not be going down in this house at all.
But do you see the shirt I'm wearing?
Oh, very funny. No,
Do
that.
you see what you're wearing?
Yeah, I know, and I'm very natty.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this would say otherwise. Can I just see something quick?
Yeah.
The material and stuff. Oh, 65% cotton, 30% polyester, 5% tren. What was your first job? So I'm assuming that's for both of us. My first job was I was a server at 17, was it? 17 years old? Yeah, 17?
17?
I did the occasional babysitting, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, occasional. I guess that counts as my first job?
Yeah, I babysat a lot.
Did you?
Yeah, that would.
How old were you?
Probably 12 or 13. I used to babysit a lot. And then when I was in high school, I had a little job in a small kind of fine food store, cashier.
What's your thoughts on Will first starting YouTube?
I have to admit that I didn't really understand YouTube. I never looked at YouTube, and I thought it was a nice little hobby. And I remember after you had done a number of videos and you and I went for a walk to Starbucks, and I said, you know...
Literally, I think it was like a year ago right now in October.
Yeah. And I said, you know, well, honey, I think this whole YouTube hobby is really fun, and I'm glad that you're passionate about it, but you need more clients and you have to build your business, and this is nice little side hustle, but you know, this is not going to be your bread and butter. So
And boy was she wrong, right?
Yeah, and boy was I wrong.
Let's try Skittles now.
Okay.
When's the last time you tasted the rainbow? It has been a minute.
I don't
for
know
me.
that I've even had these.
Go ahead. Are you
Dark
literally taking
purple
a
one.
singular Skittle? Are you
Isn't that how
okay?
you do it?
No, you're supposed to take them like pills. Like kind of like that.
Oh, that is more sour.
It's not sour at all.
No, it's more sour. I think the Sour Patch Kid better. Although, look at all that sugar. Holy smokes.
You literally just took one Skittle.
I know, and it's very grapey.
See, I have like this massive like fruit orgy in my mouth right now. I don't even know what to think. Want to try a few more?
Not really.
Just do it.
All right.
Go on with them more than one.
No. How do you determine the flavor if you mix them all?
You don't. Take a smoothie. What are your thoughts on main gaining versus going on a bulk and then cutting? Well, I think if you're gonna bulk and then cut, I think when you bulk and you do it like aggressively, yes, you're gonna gain more muscle versus just main gaining, but think about the time you're going to spend dieting afterwards. So I'd rather gain 3 pounds of muscle in a longer time frame than gain 5 pounds of muscle and then have to diet for a bunch of months. So I just think slower is always better. Wouldn't you agree?
I have no idea what that question even means.
Would you, like, do you know how people like bulk and get like, they're like fat
I
and
don't
gotta
get
like
that.
eat a bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus just slowly
Yeah.
building, working out progressive overload in the gym. I think that's always the best way to go.
Yeah. Who wants to overeat and get fat?
I mean, you'd be surprised. I would love to do that.
I don't even know how you're not fat without how much you eat.
Yeah. Do you get food cravings and how do you deal with them? I don't think I get food cravings at all because I think I'm very good with my diet in terms of I make good foods that are low calorie, but then if I have a craving, I'll go out and get it. I think that's the best way to address it. Like,
Yeah. I know sometimes I feel like having something salty, for example, and then I have some.
Fries. You love sweet potato fries.
I do. That's probably my weakness. I do love
And chips.
sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
And if I was ever going to be really bad, potato chips.
I mean, I think I just have I know I wake up in the morning, I have a 3,200 calorie caloric budget. And if I want to go get something, I'll make it work within that. And then if it has to be a big dinner, I kind of compensate during the day, have like just protein and stuff and just make it work.
I think if you really want something, you should have it, but not, if you want something sour, you can have, like a couple, but you don't need to have the whole box.
Like you don't need to have 12 donuts, just one.
That would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your secret to overhead press? I'm struggling with it immensely. Well, there is, I see a lot of people like do the overhead press and they're holding their like elbows out like this. But what you want to do is you want to tuck your elbows in and have your elbows actually in front of the bar. You have a lot more leverage to actually push up. And in terms of rep schemes, I don't think overhead press is like the same as other compound lifts. I find you have to do a lot of sets of very low reps and build upon that. Like 10 sets of 2, 7 sets of 3. Doing 7 sets of 3 built my overhead press the absolute most. So I would say tuck your elbows in, high sets, low reps, for sure. Do you have any tips on that? Because your shoulders are monstrous.
I have no tips on that, I'm afraid, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Kiki_48, what's your favorite breakfast? So I'm assuming you mean favorite breakfast, like that's just like calories aside?
Okay, because
Calories
you know
aside?
my go-to breakfast is Greek yogurt and fruit.
Yeah, I would say my favorite breakfast, calories aside, would be like a nice like waffle with like ice cream and like all the fruit on it and stuff, with a side of like turkey bacon.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds good. Yeah.
I like maybe an omelet with some turkey bacon and some nice, very overly well done toast with some peanut butter and jam.
Okay. Mrs. Palma 0824, who's the better cook?
Me.
You're not actually serious, are you?
So serious.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't season your food for shit.
You put too much salt on.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, way too much salt. I would say I'm definitely the better cook.
Who works out more, you or your mom?
I would probably.
You're an absolute animal.
I
She
would
goes
say-
7 days a week, 6 days a week?
I would say me in a different way. Yeah, I would say me. I like to go most days.
Have you guys had warheads? Let me know. I've had warheads and I don't think they're that sour. I just think it's all talk. How sour can a candy really be?
I don't know.
You know?
I haven't had a warhead.
Candy is just like life. Sometimes sweet, sometimes sour. Oh, there we go. What do you want? I'm gonna go with green because I think it's a green apple.
Mine tastes like sour apple. Oh. Oh my god, now it tastes like salt.
Mine tastes like a flaccid apple.
Ugh. Oh, that is not nice. Oh.
You choking?
Oh, this is really not good.
My molars are moving.
I'm not even, ugh. You don't have to eat the whole thing, right?
Yeah, you do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, you know
You
what?
can't be a spitter.
I do not
We don't raise
recommend
spitters
these.
in this house.
I don't recommend these.
I don't think they're like necessarily seen as a recommended candy that you're gonna snack on at the theater. I think it's more so like a...
We can give these out for Halloween.
I think to do with your buddies. Khaled.Sarmini. When was a time where you were genuinely disappointed in Will? Not mad, just disappointed. That's the worst.
Maybe at our Christmas party. Your dad and I have a Christmas party most years, and last year we had a great big Christmas party and all of our friends were here, and that would be the time that you decided that
to drink.
The once yearly that you go overboard, and you passed out.
Almost took the Christmas tree down
with all our friends here.
Yeah.
And
because I mean, you know what? To be fair, if you're gonna drink, especially drink your calories, you might as well go out swinging.
Well, you might as well, but you know, thankfully you did it at home. That was better. But
I mean, that was your fault. It was open bar. Okay, I guess I would be disappointed too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I think I see myself doing the exact same thing. I love it. I would say I see myself having a bakery or a restaurant, one of the two, or maybe potentially both. I see myself having a cookbook, hard copy that you can buy at a store. I don't know. It just seems 1 year has been so crazy. I don't know where the next 5 years will be. Wow. But those are definitely goals of mine.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting journey.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, where am I going to be?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be right here beside you, doing whatever I have to do.
And more Jack than last time.
And more Jack than last time.
Yeah. What do you love most about each other? And this is to wrap up the sour portion.
The sour portion, okay.
Yeah. I would say the thing I love the most about my mom is that she always pushes me to go 100% no matter what it is. I was always the type of person before to only put in the effort required to finish something, especially if it was something I didn't really like. But she was always that person that said, if it's your math homework, be proud to put your name on it. As weird as that sounds, it kind of translates over to everything that you do.
It is.
You know, like even if it's so small, be proud of it, you know? And then that translates over to the bigger thing. So I would just say, just always pushing me to go 100%.
Yeah. And I would say for you is you always wanted to defend me if anybody sort of trash talked me or there was all kinds of stuff going down, you know, with regards to other people, that you were the first guy that was like, oh, like, you don't, like, there's nobody saying anything against my bum. Like, he always stood up for me. And
yeah, I'm a family man.
Yeah. So I would say that's number one.
All right, well, that was the first portion. Are you ready for the second portion?
I'm ready.
All right, time for some sweet. So time for the sweet portion, and I have in front of me 3 donuts that I have never had before. At least I don't think I've had the powdered jelly one. I could have encountered it at some point in my life where I don't really remember, but in front of us here we have the Oreo Dream Donut. We have the sea salt caramel, a new one from Tim Hortons, like within the past week and a half, I think, so pretty new. And then like I just said, the strawberry filled one with powdered sugar on top. Got my coffee on deck, and you got your...
I have my tea.
Your tea, loser. Okay. So let's just get right into one of these. And you know what? Usually donuts turn me on tremendously, but I mean, precisely why I'm not wearing jeans anymore. But this donut here is not really all that visually stimulating, would you say?
No.
It looks awful, and this is apparently new. Like, what the heck are they thinking?
But salted caramel is very big these days.
I love salted caramel. Do you?
Oh, always stuck.
Always stuck, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Here. Oh.
He's literally stuck between his 2 beds right now.
Never mind. Disaster averted.
Yeah. Time to go poo on the floor. All right, so we're gonna get into the salted caramel one.
Okay. Just a little choke.
All right.
It's all good. All right.
Who doesn't love a good little choke? Okay. It just looks like, they had like an emergency baker come in. Like, it seems like all the bakers were like sick, and they're like, can someone just come in, please? Like on Craigslist, they're like, someone come in to Tim Hortons and just do this thing.
You know
Did
what?
you literally just cut?
Looks could be deceiving.
That is salty.
Well, nothing special there.
I mean, literally, I tasted the sea.
Oh, that's good then.
That's like overpoweringly salty. I love salty. Okay, so getting into the first question from anime_cater_. How to stop being obsessed with calories and macro counting and just take it easy. I don't think you should ever be obsessed with macros. I think there's no actual point to tracking macros at all. However, I do think counting calories is very important. I don't think you should be like obsessed with it by any means, but I think you should always be cognizant of what is going in your body. And how to take it easy, I would say the best thing to do is to like 6 days of the week, track your calories. One day, don't track and just try to eat intuitively and see how it goes. Monitor your weight over time, and then if that looks good, maybe add in another day. So you track your calories and weigh your food out 5 days of the week, and then you don't do that for the other 2 days. And just slowly kind of build till you get to the point where you're basically intuitive eating like you.
I've never ever tracked calories or macros.
And you've stayed the same weight.
And I'm the same weight, well, take out 3 pregnancies, having 3 children. But I've actually been the same weight for my entire adult life.
All right, let's get into which one you want to go with next.
Well, I'd say this one.
Yeah, the Oreo one. This one looks incredibly good. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this one because there's a cookie on the top.
You can have it.
I can have it? Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. So I've heard a lot of good things about this one. Don't do this to me right now.
What?
Well, a very common question was, am I adopted? And I'm starting to think so. Oh, there's a lot of components to this that I love. It tastes like a Dunkaroo.
Yeah, those little crumbly things.
Yeah, and I will say, I'm a fan of the fact that it's a yeasted donut, but it's chocolate. And I'm about to say something that might not make sense, so just bear with me. But I feel like with cookies and cream, it's either very good or very bad. Like when a company does cookies and cream and they can't afford Oreo, so use like the DNA of an Oreo, it just falls flat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kind of tastes like sour. Huh. And that icing is just phenomenal.
It's quite tasty. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Those would get you in trouble. All right, next question. Who do you guys look up to in terms of fitness or in just in general? I guess I'll answer. I'll do fitness. One guy who always comes to mind for me is Nick Bear. His work ethic is just insane. Like watching his like marathon prep for his mom, like inspired the shit out of me. I just think he's like the most like incredible like athlete. Such a nice like down to earth looking guy. Yeah, so I think he inspires me tremendously. Nick Bear.
Gosh, I needed a bit of prep time on that one.
It's a hard question.
It is a very hard question. I'll come back to that.
You'll come back to that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question from Jason Chervin. This is definitely the number one, or tied the number one question. How does your mom feel about her son consistently making sexual references around her? Do I make that many? I don't think I do.
I think you do, and I think that I'm best to just pretend that I don't really hear you. And it's kind of like water with like running off the back of a duck. Best just to let it go. And you know, because they say that when your children even were smaller, it's try not to make sense of or try to bring attention to their poor behavior, and try to encourage them when they do things that you like, you're happy about. Other things you could just kind of pretend they didn't say it.
Okay. So basically, you're pretty much saying it's second nature to you now that
I just don't even get it. You know, I just feel like sometimes you say it just to get a rise out of me, so I'm not even going to give you that satisfaction.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I'll give her that. How difficult was Coach Greg's eating challenge? That was by far like not even close to the hardest thing I've ever done food-wise in my life. I mean, I think the only challenge I've ever failed was the ice cream challenge, and that wasn't even because I was full. That was just because I was so tired of sweet food. Like literally, when that video was done, I wanted to order a pizza, but I didn't. But for this video, I literally, for the first time, hit a food wall. Like it just like, my mouth was just rejecting food. I'll put actually a clip of me eating the pizza on the screen right now. I was just like liquefying that pizza.
I have never seen anything like that.
Yeah,
it was horrific.
That was really bad.
That was beyond a challenge.
Yeah.
I actually felt sick watching you, and then I watched today that video was released.
Yeah.
And that was sickening.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I pooed that night.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
All right, but you guys get the idea. That was an uncomfortable night, for sure. Clay Cost Fit. Did you like personal training? Do you still do it? And do you want to do it online? I loved personal training so much. I just absolutely loved it. I just love being in the gym, helping people reach goals and stuff like that. Do I still do it? No, I don't still do it. And would I do it online? I would never do it online. And the only reason I wouldn't do it online is that the volume of people would be too high. I can't give them my full attention. If it's not like customized one-on-one training, I would not do it. If I could not FaceTime you like at least once or twice a week, I wouldn't want to do it. I just don't think that these like cookie cutter programs that are just like you just buy and then everyone gets the same one is good. So I mean, that's why I give you guys all the programs I do for free on my channel. I just don't see a massive point of charging you guys for something that I found online for free. So that's just my point of view. Right. I just don't think that I should be charging someone something that everyone else is getting. It just, how do you eat like shit and still look shredded? Well, this is the most like This is another very common question I get all the time that's very misunderstood. I don't eat like shit at all. You guys see it on YouTube, but other than that, when I'm not filming, I am the most strict person in the world. I will not even have a French fry if it's not within my calories. Like, you have to...
No, he's very regimented.
Yeah, like literally my diet is fruits, vegetables, lean protein. That's it. Pretty much salad, protein waffles. My mom will offer me food, I won't even touch it. No. If it's over my calories by a little bit, nothing. So I am good literally 95% of the time.
Hence,
be good most of the time.
Be good most of the time.
Yeah, so just because you guys see me doing stuff on YouTube doesn't mean I do it every single day. Yeah. So, like, I mean, that should be a given. I don't know why people think this.
Well, because they're only watching you on Tuesdays and Sundays, and a lot of times you're doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just think about there's other days in the week versus Sundays and Thursdays that I'm extremely...
Those aren't as good, though.
Yeah, extremely strict.
There's no video from you.
Tons of cardio, tons of steps, just a lot of working out. So don't think I just eat like shit, because that's not the case. And I don't recommend you guys eating like shit, unless you're going to compensate for it somehow. All right, next question from Father Jackson. Do we got a priest up in here?
Ooh.
Maybe, I don't know. He doesn't look like a priest at all. He looks like he's like a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess he could be a priest.
He could be.
Yeah. Where's the Coke at? Good question, man. Thanks. Want to try the last donut?
Okay.
So this is the strawberry powdered one. So just a little quality control here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna be good. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Generous baker today.
Yeah.
You better not be cutting that again.
Well, how am I
filled donut?
How am I gonna eat it otherwise?
With your hands in your mouth. That is good. It does not beat a Boston cream. Boston cream.
That is sweet.
Boston cream trumps supreme. And I guess a common question I didn't actually put in the thing is, what's your favorite donut?
You know what? I would have to say probably the cake donut. That's plain. The plain cake donut.
You're making my hair stand up. Anthony Mantello. Is Will the favorite child?
No.
No?
No, your sister is, of course.
Do you weigh your pasta dry or cooked? So I weigh all of my carbs, pasta, rice, potatoes, whatever it is, always dry, because then there's no water added into it during the cooking process. I always weigh my meat when it's cooked, because it loses the water weight. So meat is always cooked, and then anything else is really pretty much raw, I would say. And you don't weigh your food.
No.
Yeah. You think it's pretty stupid, don't you?
I do. I think it's, you know what, by the amount of times that you have weighed your food at this point, I think, can't you just eyeball that?
At this point, I could.
Do you really need to do that? But no. Apparently you do.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay, next question from The Growing Stone. Question for both of you, any advice on relationships or dating? I would say my advice would be, like, make sure you're getting the same energy and attention that you're giving back. I feel like if someone's not giving you the same energy and putting in the work that you're putting in, then I think that
it has to be a two-way street.
It has to be a two-way street. And I think that if you're in a relationship right now and you're questioning that, then I think that's your answer.
And I'd have to say that as a married couple, and we've been married for a long time, coming up to our 35th wedding anniversary, I think it's important that you still prioritize your own relationship within your family.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy to get taken away with everything that's going on with your kids' lives and things that are happening, but to make it a priority to still be a couple and to do things and go out together and have fun, and that your kids are not always a part of. So yeah, have a life as a couple that you did from way back when and that you still maintain.
That's cute. Well, that was the last question of the day. So that was the Q&A with my mom. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments down below, and we'll probably do one again.
Right.
Let us know what you want to see next. What opposite do you want to see? Do you want to see, what's another opposite?
High and low?
Hard and soft?
No.
No? So that was the Q&A, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.